Mr. Martin Ngatia, the chairman of the Kenya Red Alliance. Welcome to this interview once again. The situation in Kenya, as you see it today, is changing. And so many things have happened in the past 1 week. We saw Wanjigi being stopped by police. Babu Owino has lost his parliamentary seat. Keter has lost his parliamentary seat. And, you know, a lot of things are happening. What is your take on the latest situation, especially on the Wanjigi incident, the Babu Owino incident, and other similar incidents?
Thank you very much. First and foremost is to assure our supporters and the Kenyan people they should not give up. Because, as we have said again and again, struggle takes time. Remember, a movement like the ANC was started in 1912 by people like Albert Roturi. They never even saw the liberation of South Africa with their eyes. So, gentlemen, on our case in Kenya, my appeal to the leadership of NASA and the NRM must form a united front and liberate this country. There should be no differences from NRM and the opposition or the NASA party. On the case of Wanjigi, Jin Wanjigi, Babu Owino, and Charles Keter, who is a Jubilee member, my message is very clear. My message to Mr. Wanjigi, Jin Wanjigi, to Mr. Babu Owino, and Alfred Keter is the following. You will be humiliated. You will be beaten. Your houses will be broken. And what you have destroyed. Why? Because you are just empty hands. In a movement or in a struggle, you must be armed. Because Uhuru, you are fighting with a well-organized regime, a brutal regime that does not respect the rule of law and human rights. You will be arrested. Wanjigi, you saw how they did when they attacked your house in Muthaiga. They destroyed everything. You were humiliated. Your wife was humiliated. Your friends were humiliated. The same case applies to Babu. You have been arrested. You have been beaten. Keter, the same. You slept in the dungeon because you don't have army. You don't have forces. And this is a very dangerous joke in a country like Kenya where you are struggling. And hii mambo ya kujifanya wajiga mwache kabisa, kabisa. Sababu tumepakana na very brutal countries where there is revolution. That is in Southern Sudan, in Somalia. Museveni took over mkiwa pale pale. Mnajua, without armed struggle, the movement goes anywhere. Watu kama Maina Wanjigi knows all this. He is so filthy rich. He can finance a movement with Raila Odinga, the NASA leader. And that's why we are appealing to NASA and the NRM to be prepared for an armed struggle in Kenya. Otherwise, how are we going to change this country? Now we have President Raila Amolo Odinga of the People's Republic. What is he doing? Why is he still talking of negotiation with Uhuru Kenyatta? What happened to the movement We have said it again and again. Without an army, you are nothing. You can be arrested. You can be detained. You can be humiliated. And that's why what we are seeing, it is happening. You guys, you have over 10 million people, Raila diehards, people, supporters who are ready to die. But you can't use them. Threat will not change everything or anything. You must sit down and start organizing secession. I think, including the Kenya Red Alliance, we stand for secession. Our politics are for secession because we have seen we will never change that country through that is opportunism, struggle of election, rigging, now and then, and the killings, and the impunity, and the rule of law, lack of the breakdown of rule of law, and the selective justice. We cannot achieve, and we shall not achieve anything. What we need now, because we have our country and the president, we want a president who is working. Action speaks louder than words. In all NASA strongholds, we must establish a leadership to call election, or anybody thinking of participating on year 2022, his head should be examined. He must be a mad man or a woman, because the regime has mastered this subject of rigging election. Hiyo itakuwa kama rahisi kama kunyapa kwa Mount Kenya mafia. Wana pesa, look how arrogant they are. Uhuru understands only one language, Mupigo. And the Kenyan people must wake up and join you. Me, I think Central Province should be isolated. That's where stiff-necked people or brainwashed people are not getting this message. We must open our eyes. We must have leaders who are ready to die and defend this country. Let us form, let NRM and NASA form a formidable military wing. Because without the wing, without the military wing, you don't go nowhere. Wacheni mchezo. Ni kucheza mnacheza. Na ni baya sana kuweka watu wa Kenya with fake hope. Struggle after struggle. When shall this country free itself from the yokes of imperialism? Long live the Kenya revolutionaries. Long live. Aluta continua. Msimamo wetu ni yule yule. Tuko tukitakikana. Tukiitwa tutaitika. Thank you.